Hello. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you're doing well. Hope that your families are doing well. Hope that you clicked on this video and you're doing okay. Today we're going to be listening to the Smiths. We're going to listen to the first track and the title track of their album, The Queen Is Dead. This is off of their album released in 1986. So it's been a long time since we've listened to the Smiths. Quite a long time. And I've enjoyed the little bit that I've heard from them, and they are one of those bands that I would like to hear a little bit more from. So what better place to go than the first track on this album? This is their third studio album, I believe. Yes, it is. And I've already heard their song "There Is a Light That Never Goes Out." So let's just back it on up, press the rewind. Be kind, rewind. Do you remember that? Do you remember Blockbuster? Blockbuster. Wow. That's a trip back. Remember Blockbuster? Hold on. What else? Builder Square. Instead of Lowe's and Home Depot, Builder Square. Albertsons. Do you remember that? Food Lion? Hold on. What's that other one? Eckerd's? Oh, we're going back. Montgomery Ward? Okay. Hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and give the song a listen. This is The Queen Is Dead by the Smiths. Let's go. Queen's not dead. At least it didn't sound like it there. Okay, so with the Smiths, first of all, Johnny Marr on the guitar, I really enjoy his guitar work because it packs a punch. It's a little heavy, but it also has a very clean, distorted sound to it. And it's also atmospheric. I know that there's the addition of some synths that are going on in there in the background, which are nicely enhanced at the ending of the song, especially in lieu of Morrissey's vocals, which also have a little bit of an echo at some points, maybe some reverb on there. So this is, first of all, very nicely produced between everything. Also, the bass is being played here by Andy Rourke. Bass be poppin'. Bass, he does be moving a little bit. I really like his bass work because on some levels, and I don't know, I'm not seeing him play, but it sounds simple on some level, but on the other hand, I feel like it seems more simple than it actually is. But regardless of simplicity or complexity, it still sounds really, really nice in this track. It really stands out amongst everything. The drum beat, I thought that was really cool. It almost has like a big band, jazzy, except punked up a little bit kind of vibe to it. So that kind of drum beat just keeps the whole thing rolling very, very nicely. And the ending of the song just kind of goes into an extended jam, which reminds me of How Soon Is Now, which is very, very repetitive. So I don't know if that's something that's just part of the Smith style in general, or if these are kind of the outliers, or however you say that that word. I don't know if these are just the left field candidates in their sound. But regardless, I think that from the very little I've heard of the Smiths, when they do go into those extended and repetitive jams, so far, they hit. It's not like it becomes boring. The melodies are so catchy, the music is so punchy that it always feels refreshing. It always it goes on for the perfect amount of time. It's the right amount of atmosphere and dynamics in the music. So when they're just going off here, to me, this works very well. And you do have small changes that occur, such as the drum style will switch just a little bit. Guitar from Marr, he'll switch up what he's doing. Of course, you have this returning motif in this song. At this point, that begins to repeat amongst everything else. So I think that that's really cool. I think that this song sounds really nice. I think that this is a fun song to listen to. This is a great opener. Now, regarding the lyrics, there's going to be, I feel, a lot of nuance that I'm not going to... Did I just lisp? Did I say nuance? There's going to be a lot of nuance in here in the lyrics that I know I'm not going to understand. It seems to have a very British perspective on things. Of course, I'm gathering that by the title of the song and the album as well, but even looking at the lyrics, that's the idea that I'm getting. So, I'm going to read. I'm going to try and get some context for the actual message here, but I think that you guys are probably going to do better in filling me in. Honestly, you guys pretty much always do better in filling me in. Sometimes you guys give me the context and I'm like, oh, Sometimes I either like a song or don't like a song, but I don't quite get the message because either I wasn't around at that time, I don't understand the history behind it and that kind of thing, and you guys always come in with the save, as they say. So first we have a sample of something that's playing, and this would be, hold on, I did have it up here. Hold on just one second. It's an excerpt from the song Take Me Back to Dear Old Blighty, written by Mills, Godfrey, and Scott. It was a song written for a play about 3 soldiers returning home to Britain. Okay, and the words that are spoken there are, "Oh, take me back to dear old Blighty and put me on the train for London town. Take me anywhere, drop me anywhere in Liverpool, Leeds, or Birmingham, but I don't care, I should like to see." And then the next line there is, "I don't bless them." Okay. Getting into the lyrics. "Farewell to this land's cheerless marshes, hemmed in like a boar between archers. Her very lowness with her head in a sling. I'm truly sorry, but it sounds like a wonderful thing. I say, Charles, don't you ever crave to appear on the front of the Daily Mail, dressed in your mother's bridal veil." And so I checked all the registered historical facts, and I was shocked into shame to discover how I'm the 18th pale descendant of some old queen or other. Oh, has the world changed, or have I changed? Oh, has the world changed, or have I changed? Some 9-year-old tough who peddles drugs. I swear to God, I swear I never even knew what drugs were. So that's the line I really like that picks out to me. Because at first, it seems, and once again, correct me if I'm wrong, it seems like he's describing a change in Britain, some sort of change. And he kind of applies it to a child. First, he just says some 9-year-old tough who peddles drugs, which is not a good thing. But then he twists it and brings it back to himself. I swear to God, I swear I never even knew what drugs were. So he's saying he was the one that was selling the drugs. So it sounds like he's talking about some sort of, not fallout, but some sort of decline in society. Which, once again, you guys have to give me some history on this one. So I broke into the palace with a sponge and a rusty spanner. She said, I know you and you cannot sing. I said, that's nothing. You should hear me play piano, which is kind of funny. We can go for a walk where it's quiet and dry and talk about precious things. But when you are tied to your mother's apron, no one talks about castration. Okay, and then he repeats, we can go for a walk where it's quiet and dry. And then, I think this is the verse that it kind of caught on to me. I think what he's trying to say. Past the pub that saps your body, and the church will snatch your money. The queen is dead, boys, and it's so lonely on a limb. And it repeats that. So the pub saps your body. You go there, you drink, you get drunk. Perhaps there's some sort of depression or something going on. So it saps your energy. And the church that'll snatch your money. The church taking advantage of people at the time and taking their money. The queen is dead, boys. I think when he's saying the queen is dead, he's basically saying like the empire or the British society or whatever it may be that we've held in such high regards and has been highly regarded in some capacity is crumbling a little bit or cracking a little bit. And he says it's so lonely on a limb. He feels alone on this limb and he feels like he's out on a limb and it's about to break, you know? And then he repeats at the very end, life is very long when you're lonely. And when you're alone, it feels like life and it just goes on and on forever. Not necessarily literally, but it's almost like you have nothing to enjoy because you're alone. Perhaps. Something like that. So let me read if there's anything on here on Wikipedia or anything like that that maybe can help me a little bit with the meaning here. So he says, Morrissey, in an interview, he says, I didn't want to attack the monarchy in a sort of beer monster way, but I find as time goes by, this happiness we had slowly slips away and is replaced by something that is wholly grey and wholly saddening. The very idea of the monarchy and the Queen of England is being reinforced and made to seem more useful than it really is. The whole thing seems like a joke, a hideous joke. So yeah, this does have some sort of, once again, societal or historical relevance in what he's saying. He feels like perhaps like the monarchy, the royal family is more just like they're put up to be more important than they are, and perhaps other issues that need more attention are kind of falling by the wayside. You know, something like that is kind of what I'm getting. But once again, and as always, I want to know what you guys thought of it. You can let me know in the comments. You can support the channel on Patreon. You can follow me on Twitter. You can do so many things. But I do hope that you enjoyed the past few minutes here. And I hope that you come back again tomorrow for whatever else we got going on. And I'll see you then. Bye, guys.